Hey, guys, once again, welcome to the MWR Financial Monday Night Leadership Call. I'm excited for you to be on this call tonight, to be able to introduce two of the speakers tonight. I'm telling you, when is the last time you've seen the president and the CEO on the call at the same time? So evidently something big is going on. I've been trying to drag it out of these guys all day long, and I've had no success. But I tell you what, I'm taking a quick peek at this webinar, and I'm looking at some things that have really got me excited. If you haven't joined the webinar, do so now. Go to join.startmeeting.com/MWR. So let's get right to it. Hey, again, welcome to our MWR Financial Monday Night Leadership Call. My name is Cheryl Parker. I have the privilege and honor of introducing our first speaker tonight. This guy, I tell you what, I've never met anybody with such compassion and passion for people to make a difference. He spent his entire life helping others, and that's why I'm convinced he's been so successful and will continue to be successful because of his concern for other people. Now, he brings nearly 30 years of business experience in the financial service industry. He's built 3 multi-million-dollar companies. Again, he's made his life mission to help people. His forward-thinking leadership has made MWR Financial the fastest-growing financial solutions company in this industry, and you're going to see tonight exactly why. You're going to see tonight why this gentleman is our CEO and co-founder. Without further ado, help me welcome to the call MWR CEO, co-founder, Mr. Brian House. Are you there, sir?
Hey, Gerald, I'm with you, buddy. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, sir, loud and clear.
All right, well, great. Well, listen, I'm going to cover a little bit of housekeeping first, Gerald, and then we're going to turn it over to our president of field and leadership development, Mr. Indamo Tolson. And, guys, he's got some incredible things that he wants to share with you. But tonight, one of the things that I wanted to mention real quick is that if you have not checked it out yet, your Make Wealth Real site has been upgraded. It actually is extremely professional, clean, crisp. It is a very good-looking capture site. Definitely plug in, take advantage of that, look at it, check it out, and the new presentation is obviously on there. There's a few little tweaks that they're making to it that you'll see tomorrow as far as adding contact buttons on there, as far as learn more or join now buttons. That if somebody clicks on learn more, it'll allow them to request a call back from you. So take advantage of that site. You get text messages, emails whenever somebody enters their information on that site to log in to be able to see what we have to offer. And so we're excited about that. We've been waiting on it, and our IT and graphics staff did a phenomenal job. I think you guys will be extremely impressed. So that was the announcement that I wanted to get out of the way, and now I want to get to the good stuff. And guys, some of you may have heard me last Thursday. Some of you may have heard me talk about the direction, the mission of this company, and what we're so passionate about. And I'm going to explain something to you tonight to kind of set the stage or paint a picture of what Indamo is getting ready to share with you. And we'll probably bounce back and forth a little bit, but one thing I want to mention is you guys that are involved in MWR Financial, you already know that we can do so many things to help people build wealth and do it in record time, as far as helping them increase their cash flow, providing them with ways to generate passive income, providing them with the ability to create a residual income. But with so many things that we offer, sometimes it's hard for you as consultants to know what to zero in on, what to really focus on. So tonight we're going to give you that focus. We're going to explain to you the market that we're a part of and what we're so passionate about. And I'm going to tell you this, guys, as many things as we do with MWR Financial that can empower people and help them do better in every area of their finances, I'm also a big believer, especially in this industry, that before you can talk to people about where they want to be, you need to meet them where they're at. You need to meet them where they're at. You need to be able to help them remedy an immediate need or an immediate challenge or provide a solution to an immediate issue that they're having in their lives in order to be able to lead them down the path of success and allow them to be able to experience everything that our company has to offer. And so that's what you're going to learn tonight. You're going to learn who our market is and what we're so passionate about, guys, and the direction that we want to go with this company is we want to help people increase their existing paychecks immediately, okay? help them increase their existing paychecks immediately. And you're going to find out some things tonight that maybe you haven't been focusing on. Maybe you've been focusing on leading with credit, and maybe you've been focusing on leading with everything, and maybe you've been focusing on leading with cash flow, whatever it is, or our private reserve account and self-banking, whatever you've been focused on. I'm going to tell you, if you will follow us on this crusade, on this mission that we're a part of, you're going to have access to 150 million plus people that right now we can help them increase their take-home pay immediately. We can help them increase their take-home pay immediately. Guys, that is meeting people where they're at, because when you help them accomplish that, you can help them accomplish the rest of what MWR Financial has to offer. So with that, guys, I'm going to turn it over to Ndamo. I want him to just share, this PowerPoint that he put together. And I got to give a special thanks tonight to Terrence Hawkins, because I'm going to tell you, there's something else you're going to see here before long that we're going to introduce tonight. It's a special tool that you're going to have access to that's going to give us one more thing in our arsenal that nobody else that I know of has in this industry, and especially not everything that we have to make all of what we're talking about come to fruition for people. But guys, I'm excited about it. I just want to throw out a special thanks to Terrence Hawkins for his input and support and help on this. Terrence is a great friend, but he's an incredible leader in this company. He's doing some amazing things, and so we're extremely excited about his growth, and we're extremely excited about what's getting ready to happen to your business. Because I'm going to tell you, if you will use this information, follow this roadmap, okay, the direction that we're going in tonight, it will change your life. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. You will never again think about who am I going to talk to next about this business. And the best thing is you're going to find out how we're going to be able to prove their success before they ever even get started. So with that, Ndamo, are you on the line with me, buddy?
I believe I am. Can you hear me, Brian?
I can hear you, and I know that you probably had to do the moderator pin multiple times to get on, because we had a few people on the moderator side. But listen, I'm excited, Ndamo, one, about what you put together here as far as this presentation and what we're getting ready to share with everybody. So I'm going to sit back and shut up, because listening to you explain this has me so fired up I can't stand myself, and I'm the CEO of the company. But I know it's got you extremely excited as well. And if you need me for anything or whatever, just let me know. I'll be right here. But I'm excited to hear what you got to share with everybody, buddy.
Absolutely, and I'll be bouncing over to you, so I appreciate that, Brian. Hello, everyone. I appreciate everyone being on this call. I'm so glad you rallied many of your teammates, and you want to keep rallying them to this call, because what we're going to do tonight, and Brian kind of shared a lot of it, but I'll just kind of go over, but what we're going to do tonight is really help you have clarity, because I believe if you can tell people what we do in a clear, concise, so concise means not that many words, so a clear, concise way, and we meet people, as Brian said, right where they are, then all else that we do, they will learn that, and they'll be super happy that they have all of that. So with that being said, where this training is really about what we do and why we do it. So we're going to go on and get this started. Our crusade, this is our crusade. We are passionate, and this is what I would tell anybody. We are passionate about increasing employees' take-home pay as early as their next paycheck. Now, why is that our passion? Because, see, we're a group of people who are sick and tired of seeing people, hardworking middle Americans, struggle financially when they've never been told or shown how to immediately increase their take-home pay, which has been available to them for several years. They just weren't told that that was available and shown how to get it. Now, when you look at, there were over 200,000 bankruptcies that happened in 2017 alone, that if the person had an extra $500, they would not have had to file bankruptcy. And when you have the ability to help them, $300 to $500, have them more today, and they was available to them, they just didn't know it, that'll get you passionate about helping people. So that's what we do, and that's what we want to show them, is how to put this money right in their pocket. Now, lack of financial knowledge, here's what's going to happen. See, what you're going to find out is that this stops today. I just want to tell you, at MWR, we're going to make this stop today. So our vision is to put an end to the lack of financial knowledge. Our mission is to increase the take-home pay of 150 million hard-working W-2 employees as early as their next paycheck. And our system, the Financial Freedom Format System, I call it the 3FS, which this system is which allows us to achieve our vision and our mission. Now, I want to tell you that when you use the phrase that pays, it's a real simple one. The phrase that pays is, if I could show you how to increase your take-home pay by $300 to $600 per month immediately, would you want to know more? Simple as that. When you ask that question, here's what's going to happen. There's a target market. Now, you say, who do I ask this question to? Well, what it is you see the first round draft choice, and one of the things that I want to also personally thank Terrence about is that I've been doing this first round draft choice for years, and it works big time. And I had a kind of a system I always used in the first round draft choice, but Terrence kind of fine-tune that system more specific to our business. So I appreciate that, Terrence, in a big way. And this is that system. Our target market is simply this: W-2 employees from all walks of life, covering all sectors. So now when you get down to those W-2 employees and you're having someone fill out this first-round draft choice so they can see who they're going to contact first, well, here's what happens. You want to contact W-2 employees who have the following characteristics. They don't own a business. They own a car. They have a phone. They have kids ages 7 to 17. They take vacations. See, doing that, automatically we know going in that we're going to be able to save them more money than what the membership cost them or what their investment would be to even join our business. In fact, we're going to save them so much so that they will see not joining our business will cost them money. So what you're going to find are people, when you take this approach and you just focus on exactly what Brian said early on, where people are, where they are right now. And I talked to a young lady with Terrence this weekend, and she asked, top of mind people this is where they are. And it caused me to think, and I really appreciate that because she inspired me to put this together, this presentation together. See, if we meet somebody where they are right now, and what I love about our company is that we do a lot of things for people to ensure they have they can financially do better than they ever did without us. So we make sure through our Money Max, Equity Max, Credit Max, and Wealth Max, all of those things. But when you're trying to, as a consultant, explain all of that and try to get people to understand what we do, and then we're going into it. And many things that we've said, we know when you have a lot and you try to explain a lot, it almost sounds like you're trying to explain a math problem. And we all know when we were getting in school listening to math problems be explained, your eyes could roll over and head roll back because it was just boring as all get out. And so there's nothing passionate about it. It's hard to even get passionate about helping people to do that because it's a lot to explain. So what we have talked about, and Brian and I back and forth, we've gone over this, we said if we identify clearly for everyone to understand one thing about what we do and focus on that one thing so that message is clear, it's concise, it's easy, it's easily duplicated, it can go out and people can get passionate about it. They can go, why are you talking to me? Because I'm passionate about helping people increase their take-home pay by their very next payday. That's why I had to talk to you. What? Nobody never talked to them like that before. Plus, when I say W-2 employees, everybody understands what that is. And everybody knows people who work for somebody. Now, does that mean we're not going to talk to business owners? We're not going to talk to people that are W-2 employees, but they have a home-based business already and all that? Of course not. You may have somebody like that said, hey, I have a big organization. I love what you guys are doing, that target audience. My goodness, we can come over here and kill it. I want to come here. Then yes, you want to bring them on and do the whole thing. So absolutely, we're not excluding anyone. That's why at the end here you see anyone else who desires to do better financially. So we want to help everyone, but when we're talking about where you focus, if you talk to 80% of the people you talk to have these factors, you will build a huge business. Because here's why. They have the economic ability. Watch this. Even if they're tight, working paycheck to paycheck kind of thing, they have the resources to say, okay, I'm going to get started. And you say, how do you get started? Well, it's $218.97. And they realize that $218.97, they're going to see more on their paycheck this very first month that they go, okay, that makes sense. I'm actually ahead. And then the $119.97 they pay every month, they're going to realize I'm getting more than that on my check. This is awesome. So then you ask the question, and this is where the first round draft choice comes into play. Who else do you know? What other coworkers that you might work with right there with you? Or what other coworkers that you know at church with you? Or maybe you have kids that are 7 to 17, so they're involved in activities. So if they're in sports or dance and music and doing those kind of things, and you kind of get to know some of their parents, and you know that they work. What if that's all you were doing was sharing that with people, just saying I am absolutely passionate about helping people increase their take-home pay immediately. Everybody went, well, how do you do that? What do you do? Can you imagine that? Now watch this. You're going to not like this. You're going to love it. Now that you've told them that and you've shared that with them, guess what happens? They get started with us. They say, okay, I'm in. And then when they find out, when they go to do, and Gerald Parker is a perfect example of this, when they go and they're going to go on and do their plan of action, they realize, wait a minute, we have credit. Oh, yes, we can help people with their credit. If they have less than perfect credit, we can help them with their debt to eliminate their debt much faster than possible. We even have, through our Wealth Max, we have the ability to help you become your own private bank. What? Oh, we can do some land banking. Huh? All these other things that are extra. And they were ready. Now listen to this. They were ready to get started just because you could meet their needs and give them more money on their paychecks right now. So when you're telling me of all this extra, it blows them away. And Brian, there's something extra that helps them track all of this and makes it easy. And by the way, let me just say this before I bring Brian on. By the way, when you tell them, watch this, this is what you're going to love. You might have been the UPS driver. You're talking to one of your UPS friends that you work with. And he knows you're not a financial expert. So he's going to say, well, how are you going to show me that? Well, here's what happens. This company, what you're doing and what you're paying for, because they have the experts. The CPAs and CFPs, the certified financial planners, they will tell you what to do because you have specific things that may be different from me, even though we work on the same jobs. I have one kid. You have 3 kids. I have, whatever it is. I haven't taken a vacation in years. You do. I own a business. You don't. So there's little factors that will change that you'll get absolutely the information from the experts that do the work. And guess what they do for you? They actually fill out the W-4 the way you should have it filled out. They send it to you so you know exactly how to fill it out at work. Oh, they walk you through every step. So you go, I get access to that. Oh yeah, and by the way, it's on demand. So anytime you need questions about anything financial, they'll help you. What are you telling me that? Because my friend and we were trying to do this little, contracting kind of thing where we're helping to improve people's homes when they want to kind of do a home improvement. We learn how to do kitchens, and that's kind of what we do. My uncle and my brother, we all kind of do that together. So you're telling me that because I'm not sure if we should do a corporation or an LLC. Or I can ask them that kind of stuff, and they'll tell me, oh, yeah, they don't charge me anything else? No, not at all. Are you kidding me? Oh, my man, this is awesome. They don't even feel like they joined a business, everyone. Like when you tell them that, hey, who else do you know? And you can even make money being passionately helping people do this, it becomes powerful. So, Brian, tell them how that one tool that they can use to put all this stuff together so they always keep track of everything, and it makes it simple for them. It's almost automated for them.
Yeah, absolutely, Indamo, and great job. But do me a favor. Can you go to the next slide? So I think
I certainly can. Yeah, here you go, right there.
Do the next,
and we prove it first.
That's right, guys. And what you're getting ready to see, and I'm going to make this available to everybody, especially on this call tonight. You'll see it in our back office tomorrow. But, guys, we have put together our MoneyMax tax saving estimator. There's 7 out of over 180 possible home-based business deductions that can save or increase save money or increase someone's cash flow immediately. And this tax estimator is something that we've been working on here for the last few days, but we wanted to be able to prove to people what we could save them before they ever even got started. And just like Indamo said, they'll know right up front when they see what it takes to get involved with MWR Financial, which is technically $99 one time and $119.97 a month. But when you show them $200, $300, $500, $600 a month in an immediate increase in their take-home pay on their existing paychecks, with this market that we're talking about, it will literally cost them more not to get involved with MWR Financial. You've also solved the challenge that people have when they say, I love everything I see, but I just don't have the money to get started, okay? Because you're creating that money out of their existing paycheck. And so what I will tell you, for any of you that want to try out this tax savings estimator, send an email tonight to support@mwrfinancial.com. From the email address you have on file with MWR Financial. We will not provide it to anybody outside of MWR Financial. So make sure it's the email associated with your account, because we will check that. But we will get you this tax saving estimator. It's in an Excel file right now. But there's some other things we're going to do with this. Web-based platforms that are going to allow you to be able to share this via the internet. But right now, guys, you're going to be able to prove, starting tonight, prove to people that you can save them more money than what it costs to be involved with MWR Financial, and you can increase their take-home pay on their very next paycheck. I don't know about you guys, but that has me extremely excited. And there's a couple other things that I want to point out real quick, Indamo, that I think are so unique and so powerful about what we're doing at MWR Financial. And that is, guys, there are a lot of companies out there. There are literally thousands in the home-based business industry that talk to everyone about, hey, you know, you want to start a home-based business because it'll help you reduce your tax liability. The challenge with that, and what makes us so unique, is that we don't just talk about it. That is our opportunity. That is part of our opportunity here with MWR Financial. The services that we offer, the solutions, the strategies that we provide, we don't just tell people we can do that. We actually provide them with the experts to make sure that it is done correctly. We provide them with TaxBot, an amazing tool that automates their record keeping and their mileage. I mean, think about this. TaxBot is now part of your Financial Edge membership. MoneyMax does the consultation for your W-4 exemptions, making sure those are set up correctly, making sure you're maximizing or capitalizing on every one of the tax deductions that you're entitled to, explaining to you how to take your existing expenses and convert them to business expenses so that they are tax deductible, so you can reduce those savings, always being able to consult with them. But imagine with our TaxBot program how you're able to hop in your car and your mileage is automatically tracked via GPS. And when you get done with the trip, you swipe left for personal and right for business. And it goes ahead and keeps a log for you so that you don't have to do all the complicated things that people think are involved with tracking their expenses. How would you like to take a picture of a receipt at a restaurant and it be put into a category in TaxBot that you can actually keep track of all of your receipts, all of your expenses? It categorizes them for you. All you did was take a picture. And when you did that, at the end of the year, You just send your mileage and your expenses right over to your CPA or your tax preparer, and they have everything they need to get you all of the deductions that you're entitled to. So unlike these companies that talk about the advantage of being owning a home-based business for tax write-offs or tax deductions, we provide everything you need to make it happen, as well as the opportunity that gives you the deductions, which provides you with this unbelievable retention rate, because when people get involved with MWR Financial and they have access to all of this and they're seeing those immediate savings, they never want to give up their membership and they never want to give up their business. Because if they do, they give up their tax breaks. So guys, we have the perfect storm, the perfect scenario, and we're the only company that I know of on the planet that provides everything people need in order to make it happen. So, and Damo, listen, I'll turn it back over to you, but I am extremely excited about the direction we're going, buddy.
No, yeah, so am I. Absolutely, so am I. So everyone, this is a worthy crusade. At MWR Financial, we provide the experts, the tools, and the opportunity to achieve massive success with meaning. And see, so you can feel good about what we do. That's why it's a crusade. So I am just super, super excited that the clarity of the message to help everyone, empower everyone, go forward and grow forward. So now I want to show you, when you are able to have that sort of clarity, why your organization can grow. So bear with me just one moment. I'm going to show you one more thing, and then you will see this here. Give me a moment. I'm a low-tech guy in this high-tech world, but I'm figuring some things out here. Okay, let's see here. Okay. Well, let's see. Oh, I did something. Now, what did I do? I don't want that. Okay.
Hey, and Damo, by the way, while you're doing that, you take your time, but my phone and our email corporate is blowing up. Guys, I appreciate your all's excitement. Do me a favor. We'll get this out to you, the tax savings estimator, quickly, but bear with us because there are a lot of you that are sending emails right now. So appreciate it a bunch. But, and Damo, I'll turn it back over to you so you can go through this, buddy.
Okay, sure. No, thank you, Brian. Okay, I'm talking about dream arrival. So now that we know, okay, we have this clarifying message, we have a phrase that pays, we have a clarifying message, we can still do everything that we've always been able to do, but now we make it simple to explain what our business is. So simple that the person that's seeing it doesn't even feel like they're joining a business, but when you show them that they have the money that they can make in our business, it's phenomenal. So I want to show you how, and I want to find out how you want to grow, how you want to arrive at your dreams, because you can grow at the speed of your dreams. So here's what I want to show you is this. Okay, what method will you choose to go after your dreams? Are you going to walk to your dreams, run to your dreams, drive, fly, or blast off to your dreams? See, walking to your dreams, when you walk to your dreams, you say, like, okay, I'm going to go build a 5x5x5. And then you recruit two, and you hope those two figure it out, and they do something so you can get rich. That's what a lot of people do. Now, doing this, your team will grow from 2 to 3 qualified financial consultants, QFCs. Then it'll diminish to 0 active QFCs in your business, and you'll quit saying MWR Financial didn't work. That's what people do so often. But when you go out and you run to your dreams, see, what you're building is a 3x3x3. And notice I said 3x3x3. So you're talking to 3 employees that you are able to put more cash, literally have them increase their take-home pay by as early as their next paycheck. Okay, so now they're super excited about that. You did that for them. You were able to show you could do it for them before they even spent one dime, so they're super excited they're in. And now you're helping them tell the 3 people that they know, using that first-round draft choice to do that. And then here's what happens. Once you now have gotten them started, you find out why they wanted to, you find out what they want to achieve here at MWR Financial and why. Then you plug them into the system by becoming a great tour guide. What do I mean by that? Some of you have heard my training before on that, but basically you're showing them what it is that we do. You're showing them the phrase that pays. You're showing them that simple system we just showed you just now. They say, okay, I got that. You're letting them know how to go plug into the plan of action so they can start getting results. Then what you're going to do is help your 3 recruit 3 and do the same thing. What's doing the same thing? Finding out what each of those people want to achieve and why they want to achieve that here at MWR Financial, and then plugging them into the system, becoming a great tour guide. Then you're going to teach your 3 how to help their 3 recruit 3 and do the same. And by doing this, you will grow a team to 27 QFCs in your first 3 levels of your business. And the reason why I go only 3, because if you focus on 3 and doing the right thing in those first 3 levels, you will get to 7 levels. If you focus on the 3, because everybody else is going to build their own 3 by 3 by 3, those that want to run to their dreams. Now, I know we have some bigger thinkers and bigger doers on the call, so I'm going to expand this. We have some people that want to drive to their dreams. So they're going to literally, and they understand the compensation plan, they have to have 3, but they're going to make sure nothing goes wrong there. So they're going to drive their dreams, and they're going to build a 5 by 5 by 5. So they're going to recruit 5. They're going to, find out what they want and why they want to achieve it. They're going to plug them into the system, become a great tour guide, and they're going to help their 5 recruit 5 and do the same. And they're going to teach their 5 how to help their 5 recruit 5 and do the same. Doing this will grow your business to 155 QFCs in your first 3 levels. Bigger vision, bigger business. That's what they're doing. Then you have those that want to fly to their dreams. Now, they build a 10 by 10 by 10. So they're looking for 10 people who want to go out and put this in motion. And they find out what they want and why they want to achieve it. They plug them into the system, being great tour guides. They help them recruit 10 and teach them and have them do the same. Then they teach their 10 how to help their 10 recruit 10 and do the same. And doing this, do you realize you will grow to 1,000 QFCs in your first 3 levels of your business? It's incredible. Now, I'm only talking. There may be 1 or 2 on the call, but I'm talking to the big doers. And there could be more, but I'm talking to the big doers and the big dreamers and the big doers. They are serious about their business, and they absolutely want to blast off to their dreams. So they're building a 20 by 20 by 20 because they have 20/20 vision. Just think about it. When you blast off to your dreams, they're blasting off like they're going into orbit. So it's crystal clear. They can see all of Earth clearly. They can see everything clear. They have 20/20 vision because there's nothing in front of them. They're above the clouds. They're above the smog. They're above the atmosphere. They see everything clearly. So now they're running. They understand the uniqueness of our business. They understand what they just heard. They're like going, oh my goodness, I'm losing my mind here, because now we have the clarity to truly run, and I can truly go build a 20 by 20. So they go recruit 20 direct. Then they find out what each of them want and what they want to achieve and why. They plug them into the systems, become great tour guides. They help their 20 recruit 20 and do the same, and then they teach their 20 how to help their 20 recruit 20 and do the same. Doing this, they will grow their team to 4,000 QFCs in their first 3 levels of their business. Now, I want to share something with you. See, why do you want to build a MWR financial business of your own? Because you can use a law of high numbers to make the law of averages work for you. See, when you look at it, you go, hey, all we have to do is go get 3 and help them get 3 and help them get 3. And then we know that through 7 levels, that's a number of agents that were, a number of agents, but consultants, QFCs, that would be on each level. That's a total of 3,279 QFCs. But when you recruit, build, and lead, notice I didn't say just recruit. You recruit, build, and lead, and we'll explain as we have trainings going forward how to recruit, but then also how to build, and then how to lead. Your 3 by 3 by 3, it will create on, which you'll create on every level, recruiting, building, and leading their own 3 by 3 by 3. So these 3 here, these 27 here want to start their own 3 by 3 by 3. When they do that, they're already down here to level 6. So your level 7 business will have grown to 3,279 QFCs. That means your daily guaranteed residual income is $30,000 a month. You've maxed that out. Your presidential bonus plus the 25 and 50% presidential bonus match income is $50,000 a month just on those 2 income streams. I didn't even hit them all. Do you realize that's $80,000 a month or $960,000 a year? You are looking at $1 million a year opportunity here. This is a serious business with serious ramifications if you go out and build at the speed of your dreams. Now notice, we love on everyone that's running, driving, flying, and blasting off to their dreams. We're going to help you wherever you fit in, whatever makes sense for you. We're going to celebrate that. But I want to share something with you. When you look at the passion and you really get passionate about helping people increase their take-home pay by the very next paid period, and you really get passionate about that, and you're letting people know you're passionate about that, and you say that phrase that pays, you text that phrase that pays, you direct message that phrase that pays, you follow up, you get after it, this is what you can do for you and your family. Now, when you do that, and this is one thing I want to let you know, when you do that, I want you to realize, see, in these 4 ways that we use to produce income, many of us have seen this before. You have a job where you're trading time for money, or you become self-employed. That's what most people do because they own a job now. They open up at old dark 30 and they close at old dark 30. They're still trading time for money. 95% of the population is on the left side of the quadrant, and they share 5% of the wealth. Well, what about this right side? That seems like that's a cool side to be on. But even though this says business owner, many times it gets people off because they say, well, I have a business, and they have 3 or 4 employees and that. No. This should say big business. And it should even say it like that, big business. So you know, oh, this is something different. This is big business. See, big businesses own a system, and big businesses are defined as having 500 employees or more, and they use people to leverage. They leverage in people, leverage their employees to make money. The big business, like you take Bill Gates, wealthiest man on the planet. Do you realize that if he had, say, 100,000 employees, and they all work 40 hours a week for their own benefit, so to benefit themselves, do you understand that Bill Gates now gets paid on 4 million hours of effort every single week? And that is called leverage, and that shows you that you'll make better than $30 an hour if you were getting paid on 4 million hours of effort every single week. So that's leveraging money. Well, guess what happens here? We can build our organization, build our business to where we have well over 500. I just showed you 3,200 people. You could have well over 500 people working with you, and now you're working together, and so you've used leverage to create becoming a business owner. But here's what I love about MWR Financial. Some businesses you can say, oh, I could do that in this other business. I could go from this side to this side like a little trap door and get over here and become a business owner and then hope that one day I make enough money to become an investor. But, oh, watch this. Everybody, you got to watch me with both ears on this. Listen to this. Here at MWR Financial, through our land banking strategy, and it's our wealth creation strategies, our land banking strategy, or our private reserve account, do you realize it can take people who are literally working today, and you'll get passionate about that? They're in the wrong thing. They thought a 401k was for them, and that's how they're supposed to retire, and they're going to find out they were duped. But we have the tools and the vehicles that they will be able to protect themselves. They'll be able to put money together where they can stop putting money into it, and it can pay them for the rest of their LIFE. They can't even outlive the money. This allows them to do it so they get to own investments. See, we don't leave them here and they have to guess here. We take them all the way through. So this is how you get on the right side of the quadrant where literally only 5% of the population reside, and they control 95% of the wealth. Now, I know you understand there's a difference between control and share. I'd much rather be a part of the controlling the wealth than only sharing 5% of it. So that's what we're able to do. And so when that happens, my question to you, when you're out here building this business, and we're going to wrap up with this, what would you buy? Let me ask you, are you going to buy that Bugatti? Are you going to go out and get that incredible luxury vehicle or sports car? Or are you going to buy a yacht? Is that how you want to roll, and that's how you want to travel and do your thing? Or are you going to buy a house for every season that for all 4 seasons, so you're in the prime season, you're in that particular house? See, you can do that here at MWR Financial. The other question I would say, where would you go? Would you go and travel and experience the beaches of the world and some of the most exotic places on planet Earth, or would you go see some of the most iconic places on planet Earth that you've heard about, that's historic, that you get a chance to see and witness for yourself? That's what are you going to do that? Now, my other question is, how would you arrive? Would you arrive there, where you got your own private jet, you got a Rolls-Royce limo? Are you going to arrive there by your yacht, or are you going to take the coolest RV that you've ever seen, a Ferrari RV? Can you imagine that, a Ferrari RV? Are you going to have the private plane? Are you going to do some really unique things, arrive in a way that people just because you pulled up, they want to see what's going on, and they're attracted to what's happening? And then how would you spend your time? Are you going to do some incredible adventures or some things you've always wanted to do? Are you going to go back to school? So now you go back to school for the pure education of it, not just trying to get a job. Are you going to spend time with your family and take them on create some memories and some incredible adventures? Or are you simply going to chill? Just sit back and chill. And then finally, ladies and gentlemen, my question to you is, what would you do? See, are you going to help house the homeless? Are you going to feed the hungry? Are you going to visit the lonely? Or are you going to donate to charities? Because, see, that's what it's all about. This money is, we know how God has set this up. We have to give back. And he's creating a vehicle for us to be a blessing. And he's given us a passion that we can absolutely, we can take that passion and we can put it into people and we can feed into their lives and see their lives change dramatically with just getting them to the experts. All we're doing is a conduit, and all that stuff flows, and then the money flows. Now we can let it flow and really help the people that need the help the most. I love what we do here. So with that said, we cannot, I'm telling you, Brian and I and the rest of MWR Financial, we can't wait to see you at the top, because we know we will see you there. We can't wait to see you on the beaches of the world, because we know we're going to see you there and party with you there. We also can't wait to see you at the bank. And I want you to know something. At the MWR Financial Bank, they don't just count our money. They will absolutely flat out weigh it. Ladies and gentlemen, I got to, boom, you hear that? That's your money being weighed. That's you dropping the money down. They have to weigh it. So with that being said, I am so excited about where we are, where we're headed, and it is time to go take charge of your life.